4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 steps and 20 seconds to get to the middle of this stage. Irrelevant, am I right? But no, it's not. I wouldn't embarrass myself for nothing, because it could have taken me 30 seconds. It could have taken me 50 seconds. It could have taken me an hour. It took 20. I think we can all agree seconds are time. So why do these 20 seconds represent the way I slowed down, the way I got faster, the way I jumped? Why does it represent that? Why are the 20 seconds defined by that? What's time? Why is the clock 12 hours? I can answer that actually. It was the Egyptians, millions and millions of years ago. They were absolutely fascinated about the way the sun moved around the earth. So they studied it minute by minute until they created the 12-hour system. It's not 24 hours because they thought the sun jumped forward and back. Another fact, if I talk really slowly, you're going to feel as if time is going by slowly, but it's actually the opposite. The slower you move, the faster time goes by. There's this astronaut named Scott Kelly that aged 13 milliseconds less than his twin during an 11-month mission. And these are just little facts about how unpredictable time is, about how much we don't understand it. So I'm going to give you all an example that's going to make you completely grasp how much we don't control it, how much we can't understand it. The 4th of August, 2020. If some of you don't know what that date represents, it is the explosion of the port of Beirut, exactly 10 minutes away from here, by car. It killed at least 200 people, injured 7,000, and displaced 300,000. I, standing in front of you all, am part of that 7,000. I remember that morning really well. I was 10. I had took chairs and blankets and elastics to create my own tent, my makeshift tent at home. I was so proud of myself. I was sat in it watching my show. Everything was going amazingly well, too well. Because that was until I heard a hum, a graveling hum over my head. I got scared. I called my sister, 3 years younger than me, absolutely calm, no problem at all. But then it got more empowering, it got louder. Here, we started to cry. We didn't understand what was happening, we were alone. She goes to check, and I stop her. It's dangerous. So what did very intelligent 10-year-old me do? Check myself. And then bam, it happened. But not in the way you might think it did. Because you think I maybe woke up, but before I did, because you're going to think I'm crazy for this, but I saw my body get out of myself, and I could see myself looking down. I could look at myself. Until a few seconds later, I was back on Earth. But I thought I had died. I thought I was dead. I looked to my left, blood. Lots and lots of blood. And then I realized the elbow that's supposed to help me make my arm move was out of my flesh. I tried to put it back in myself and stop the blood with a white towel. And it's not before 15 minutes. I waited 15 minutes for my dad to get here. It took us an hour and a half to get to the hospital. 2 days to get my first of many other surgeries. A year to recover from those many surgeries, and 4 years and a half to recover mentally. I see a pattern. I don't know if you do, but I do. It took a millisecond, 1 millisecond, to destroy my world, literally. But it took 15 minutes for my dad to get here, an hour and a half for us to get to the hospital, a day to get my first of many surgery, a year to recover from those surgeries, and 4 years and a half to mentally recover. And for that, I applaud my therapist who was here for me through it all and who kept having the same question asked from me about this exact pattern. It infuriated me. It made me so angry because I thought we were controlled by something we couldn't see or feel. Time. We can't see it, we can't feel it yet. We wake up at 6 a.m., we go to school at 7:30, we come back at 2, we get scared if we're late, and we always try to make it on time. I thought it was impossible to defy it. It can't be defied, but it did, because there's this designer called Martin Baz, amazing designer, who works around time, around clocks. It's his work. He entered for a project, a big English clock, and changed the arrows himself to prove a point, obviously, that we don't depend on time. People walked by. It was weird because it says it's 7 p.m., but it's sunny outside. Though their day continued. They went back home, they had lunch, they saw their friends. Nothing had changed. But then another problem came in. Because I couldn't change when it happened. I couldn't change the 4th of August. So why was I so mad about the connection between that day and the hours, the minutes? Until I got it. It had clicked in my mind. I remember smiling to myself. I was 13, reading a George Orwell passage. And I understood everything. We think we can't grasp time. We think if I try to reach it, I'll never be able to catch it. But time is right in front of me. Time is so close to me. We are all connected because me and time share the same memories. Time lived the 4th of August the same way I did. What would time be without the art, the history, the architectures, the wars? It would be numb, it would be dull, it would be dead. To make you guys understand it more, let's say you're getting ready for work, you're creating your outfit, and you hate it. It's so ugly. You're watching yourself in the mirror, you have to change it. Suddenly, somebody comes in your room. That person is time. Let's brainstorm a bit. How do you imagine time? Maybe 4 meters long, chalk, this intimidating aura, a glowy aura maybe, but no. What would you do if I told you the person you saw would be yourself? You would see the same memories, the same things, the same eyes. Now I have a question. Would you like those eyes to be empty? Or would you want them to be full of stories, full of strength, full of growth? That's why I am here today to tell you all to objectify your time. What does that mean? There's this thing, when I was 13, really depressive, I searched about time and I found out about something called the entropy. It is the exact proof that time, the arrow of time, grows in one direction and it continues expanding. When I was 13, I didn't understand it at first, but now I do. Because when you don't get out of your bed, when you don't shower, when you don't brush your teeth, no shame to say it, when you don't go to school, when you get bad grades, what are you gonna do? I had nothing until I made something out of nothing. That something is time. In your exam, instead of the clock being your hour, your time, your growth, it is the calculator. It's what's gonna make you grow in one direction, gonna make you expand your growth. You don't want to get out of bed, your legs become your time. It's what's going to make you grow, going to make you go the direction you're supposed to go, to grow that book of your time. Take this opportunity, go travel, go do what you love. Because at the end of the day, like George Orwell said, everything vanishes like mist and dreams. Time is a strange thing. Thank you for your time.